So what happened in the NBA last night? Well, it seems we had our first star player traded this offseason. Lawson is going to the Houston Rockets. And he was traded for basically nothing. I mean, the Rockets gave up Kostas Papanikolaou, Pablo Prigioni, Joey Dorsey, Nick Johnson, and a first-round draft pick. From a talent perspective, this is a straight-up robbery. Now, it's understandable because of all of Lawson's off-the-court issues that Denver would just get rid of him. But at the same time, I have to ask, was that really the best offer they got? Either they had no other offers, or they just reacted very quickly to trading Lawson. But whatever it may be. And honestly, in a way, it's kind of an accomplishment that they at least got a first-round pick out of the move with everything that's been going on with him with the DUIs and everything. But of course the question now is Houston a title contender? Well, going into this offseason, I felt they needed a ball handler to take the pressure off of James Harden, and they did that. Now, that being said, Western Conference is no joke. I mean, San Antonio added LaMarcus Aldridge. The Clippers have strengthened their roster, or at least they're attempting to strengthen their roster around Blake CP3 and the drama queen of DeAndre Jordan. And to be honest, I can't confidently say that they're any better than Golden State or San Antonio or Oklahoma City. Maybe the Clippers, although they just beat the Clippers, so I guess you kind of have to put them up there, but Western Conference is no joke, man. These are the moves you have to make just to put yourself in the running. But if we look at it from an X's and O's standpoint, James Harden had way too much of a responsibility for them, and he carried them all the way to the 2 seed and like 55 wins. So Lawson should definitely relieve some of that for Harden, and it'll allow Harden to play off ball, which I'll be really interested in seeing because Lawson's the type of guy who can take over the offense at times too, so depending on the way Kevin McHale does it, you could have plays where Harden is spotting up, Lawson spotting up, so it could create quite a dynamic. The problem is, one, while Harden has improved defensively, he's still not great, and him and Lawson next to each other, I'm just saying, the other guys in the starting lineup, Ariza, Jones, and Howard, they're going to have to pick up a lot of the slack on defense, but I still think Lawson and Harden is a very good backcourt tandem. My question with Houston is the bench, though, because they lost Josh Smith, which granted, usually losing Josh Smith allows you to go on like a 45-game winning streak like it did with the Pistons. But he was a real asset for the Rockets, and losing him, that could hurt him. I'm looking at their bench now. Patrick Beverley becomes the backup point guard. I really like him in that role behind Lawson, to be honest. I guess they're re-signing Jason Terry. I don't entirely know what's up with that. Corey Brewer is back. He actually made contributions for them. I've never been a huge fan of Corey Brewer. I feel like he'll make 1 or 2 really good plays, and then the rest of the time he's just too erratic. They've got my favorite player in the NBA, KJ McDaniels. Pairing him up with Corey Brewer, that would either be great coming off the bench or it'd be absolutely horrible. I don't know. I fear they don't have enough shooting off the bench, or just enough scoring off the bench, period. And, I mean, you say, of course, the starting lineup is more important, but we see it in the playoffs all the time. Guys coming off the bench and making a contribution. Like I just mentioned, Josh Smith. San Antonio has built their bench to be a real asset. Andre Iguodala won the goddamn NBA Finals MVP. Like, the bench matters, and I think with Houston, they're going to have to make some improvements there, but Daryl Morey is the type of GM, he's smart enough. He's able to pick guys up out of the rough, and they usually make a contribution, like with Josh Smith, for instance. So, it was a very good move for Houston. I still think they have some work to do, but they're definitely improved. I just think they're probably right in there with Golden State, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City. God, the West is so damn good. You know, it's like they picked up Ty Lawson. Well, the Spurs got LaMarcus Aldridge. So that's going to do it. Leave me your opinion on what this does for Houston, if they're a title contender or whatnot. Shout out to Terrence Jones. I think he's a bit underrated of a player. I don't know why I didn't put him in my underrated power forwards video now that I think about it. Shout out to Dwight Howard. And that's going to do it. I will tell you guys that I'm currently in the process of recording a bunch of stuff in bulk. As far as what it is, you can have at it. You can have any speculation you want on what it is, but if everything goes according to plan, starting maybe next week, I should be able to upload even more frequently than I already am, potentially even twice a day, although I'm not going to make any promises on that one. But that's what I'm doing. I want to ramp it up on YouTube a bit more. So that's it. Ty Lawson. I'm done.